Hello there. Thanks for stopping by. I failed to mention that last week on January 28th was my birthday. And people asked me, oh, what did you do on your birthday? Calves. I was doing calves. I want to preface this video by sharing a quote I heard from one of Jim Rohn's speeches.
And I had one of the greatest lessons I ever learned, and I'm about to share it with you. This will be worth the price of being here today if you can capture what I'm about to share with you. Here's what Mr. Shoaff said. Set a goal to become a millionaire. And he said, here's why. For what it will make of you to achieve it. And I got one of the greatest classes in one sentence I've ever received in my life. Set a goal that'll make you stretch that far. For what it will make of you to achieve it. What a brand new reason for setting goals. And here's why. The greatest value in life is not what you get. The greatest value in life is what you become.
And when I heard that, my eyes just glowed, man. It was so powerful to me that it gave value, gave meaning to why I am competing. Because competing in itself it's ridiculous. You work 16 weeks, you spend all this money to get ready, to prep everything else for this 5 minutes on stage. You just look good for 5 minutes on the stage, and you might not even place, you might not even win. But why I'm doing this? Well, the video says it all. I want to know who I become at the end of this. It has kept me focused just from January 1 until now. There's no New Year's resolution. Every day is my New Year's resolution. So that's what the competition means to me. That's why I put so much value in it. Even though I know it's going to be detrimental to my health because competing isn't healthy. It's not good for your physical health, it's not good for your mental health. It even affects your social life, it affects relationships. It can be, I can be a little bit petty or negligent, irresponsible when it comes to relationships. I don't find it hard at all to maybe, not really ignore, but put off some plans with people just so I can remain on my routine. I tried to handle it better before, but it never works. You just really have to grind for like 16 weeks. Now my last video, if you haven't watched it yet, that was my last week of the lean bulks. I documented that process. Most of the clips are just me working out. In this episode, a lot more about cooking, nutrition, and food prep. I give out some tips and tricks and just my philosophy on dieting. So you can skip to that part if that's what interests you, or you can watch through the whole thing and see what I eat post-workout, pre-workout, and all that. Now I apologize that I wasn't able to film my Monday and Tuesday workout, but it was basically the same thing. It was just a push workout and a pull workout. The next clip you're going to be seeing is me after my pull workout on Tuesday. So today's workout was especially difficult. I don't think I recovered well. I think it's either my sleep or didn't get enough carbs, or I'm just going to the gym too many times. Either way, I feel a deload coming next week. But this is the start of my cut. I'm still able to fit in some ice cream in my macro, so that's good. It's hard. It's really hard to hit 400 plus grams of carbs without some kind of, without ice cream. Recovery should be my main priority because I'm going to the gym almost 11 to 12 times per week. I have to learn to pace myself, maybe even go lighter on the load if necessary, and also take out a lot of the fluff of my workouts, some exercises that I don't really need. I'm just doing for the sake of volume. On my leg days, I do take my time with the warm-up to make sure that every joint in my body is lubricated and heated up, just getting ready for the squat pattern movement. I really love to squat. I like the rituals that powerlifters do before they do a lift. I always warm up with the bar, and whatever the weight is on that bar, I'm going to squat like it's a PR. I'm going to squat with consistent form, consistent focus. As for warm-up sets, I do go to about 60% of my max and just do a couple of reps with that one, see how it feels. Just expose my body, my skeletal system to that load, just to prime the CNS like, oh, he's squatting again, so we gotta prepare for this. Finally onto my working set, which I believe was 115 kilos, something like that. This one felt like a close second to my previous squat session. I mean, last squat session was so good. Everything was moving. It was smooth sailing. It was butter reps. This one, I felt the heavy on this one. I think I was fatigued. My lower back was fatigued. I don't even know if I was hitting depth. I tried my best though to pause on that hole. Funnily enough, on my second set, I'm really warmed up now. It felt a little bit easier. Usually my legs warm up really slow. It needs to be exposed to the working weight before it actually starts working. I don't know, it needs a startup. It's weird. Sometimes my second set goes better than my first set, and even my third set better than my second set. After 3 sets of 5 of these squats, I just go for the old reliable hamstring exercise, which is Romanian barbell deadlift. And then I believe I did some goblet squats, just slow negatives, and just 3 exercises for the legs, and then I do a little bit of cardio after that, and then go home, recuperate. Alright, we're a fitness channel, so let's do fitness things. Olive oil in. Seasoning side down. There we go. Yep. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You season the top like this. Whatever condiments you got at home. Just don't put cinnamon or sugar or anything like that. Cinnamon and chicken? Are you kidding me? Right. I find that with chicken it's better to cook it slow. Pan-fried chicken is just slow, low heat, like 10-12 minutes, and then you flip it. Yeah, that's the best one. Trust me, I've been cooking chicken for 10 years. That's how it always worked. And it comes out crispy all the time. Not too dry. It's just the exact type of moisture and juiciness that you want from chicken breast. They'll even go lower heat, around 800, and then cover it up, you know? Yeah. Ooh. Nice. 235 grams of chicken breast measured raw, and then 350 grams of cooked rice. So after about 4 hours of work, I just go to the gym for some cardio and weak point training. With calves, I keep it simple, just a long stretch at the bottom, slowing down controlling the negative at least, and going for a decent weight that I can do for 12 to 15 reps. For forearms, I do easy bar reverse curls. I keep the thumb on top of the bar. I mean, I heard it recruits the forearm muscle more. Forearm muscle? I don't know the correct term for it, but okay. Now I remember this push workout being one of the worst. The shoulder press machine that I wanted was taken. I swear this dude was he did like 20, maybe 25 sets. I don't know. First he was facing the machine one way, and then I think after 5 sets on that, he turned the other way and he sat down in reverse and then did more sets with that. I don't know what kind of variations he was doing, but I didn't want to, I didn't want to ask to work in or anything because he seemed focused and he had headphones on. His sets are just as important as my sets, if not more. So, I tried to respect other people's time at the gym, so I just went with variations. I had like 1% focus, just look at the boredom as I do my sets.
That chest workout was crap. It was the worst. I think it's probably the worst workout of the week. Monday and Tuesday were bad. Thursday, chest workout, super bad. All the machines were taken. All the benches that I wanted were taken. Even the dumbbell I wanted to use was taken, so I had to use a heavier one. And I had to go for the flat bench, which felt weird. I wasn't able to film as much because the gym was crowded in the first hour. Anyway, that's a lot of things didn't go my way today, and that's fine. And just have to roll with it. I didn't even have time to cook because I was late for work, so I just had to order takeout. I don't know the exact macros of this, but eyeballing it, I think it's 100 grams of chicken breast, maybe 100 grams of rice, cooked rice, or 120, something like that. And we're gonna go with the higher one. We always round up when counting calories for a deficit, just to make sure. I hope tomorrow's back workout will be much better.
It wasn't.
I guess I'll see you at the 4 a.m. session today, which is gonna be cardio because I wasn't able to do the cardio. Oh my gosh, the chili.
I do something called big man's yoga during my mobility. I saw it on a T-Nation website, and it's just basically bird dog. My favorite stretch. This one stretches my lower back. It's so good. You just put your foot like inside your crotch and your other foot like across, and then you stretch like this. It looks terrible, but trust me, it feels so good. It feels so good. And then there's this pigeon pose, I think, where you stretch your glutes. Yeah, I use my ass a lot, so I love that stretch, and the lat stretch, and then some cardio to finish it off. And we are back in the kitchen. Olive oil's in, and here we are doing fitness things again. Cooking chicken for my last meal. The second, fourth chicken meal of the day. My God, I've been eating chicken all day. But I just got done with my morning errands. Did some grocery shopping. I got lemon pepper. That's what that is. Lemon pepper condiment. Ooh. If you can smell that, obviously it's super difficult to hit 200 grams of protein per day without some kind of whey protein supplement. I'm struggling with it. I don't know when I'll get protein powder again, but right now we're doing this raw. By raw, we're doing it with purely whole foods. We're just getting our protein from food. Alright, now we put the broccoli the lazy way. I've said many times before, I don't measure this anymore. Because this much broccoli is just like, what, 20 calories? I don't know. Very low calorie. Very good for you. There you go. 370 grams of chicken breast. I think this is 135 grams of rice and broccoli. Last meal of the day before I go to bed, because later at 9 p.m. I'm gonna be at the gym again for back. I hope the workout goes well. It didn't. I hope that I can be locked in. I just hope this week isn't, all bad. I just want one focused workout, please. So far, only the leg days are good. Why? 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 really trying to do my best here to stay locked in and maintain that mind-muscle connection, but I just wasn't feeling it. The weight was moving, but I wasn't feeling it in the muscle itself, because the feeling, muscular tension isn't really indicated by what you feel in the muscle. Maybe I just didn't have the mind-muscle connection that day. I'm just curious why it's not happening 2 days, for 2 sessions in a row. I'm gonna make the dumbbell row a staple or a core exercise. I'm gonna make it my main back builder for this prep. I really miss doing them. I haven't been doing them for a long time because I've been avoiding the lower back work. But I think I'm gonna start incorporating them and going heavy on them as much as I can.
So this is post-workout. I wanted to add jam to this, but I think raisin loaf by itself is good enough. Yeah, and then after this, work for 4 hours and then go back to the gym for the second session of the day. Oh yeah, in case it isn't obvious, I work a night shift. I work a graveyard shift, like Batman, except I'm not rich. I don't have any honeys, I don't have his costume, and I do not have superhuman strength. Okay, I'm not like Batman, but like a nocturnal being. And I've gotten used to it and taking advantage of the hours that I'm awake during the midnight. So one strategy to keep me awake during work is to go to the gym and do cardio. So I don't do that for health reasons or prep reasons. I just do that to probably train my brain to do things that I do not like to do.
The second leg workout of the week is mostly machines. I ended up doing 5 sets on the leg curl machine and then 5 sets on the extensions. It was still very intense and my legs were so pumped. I do assist myself on the final reps just to get to 12 reps and make sure I'm squeezing at the fullest range of motion. Make sure that I squeeze as far back as I can and recruit the hamstrings. On the leg extension and the leg curl, I use the same intensity, 160 pounds as of right now. But after this workout, I wasn't as sore. I was pumped, but I find that I can now do 12 reps easily on all those sets, on those 5 sets. So I think I should either change my technique or maybe add more weight. I think I'm gonna want to add more weight and just do high intensity on my next workout. But we will see. We will still see. Because right now, I don't feel my legs sore at all. The very next day was the last 5 a.m. session, so I had to do biceps and a little bit of cardio. I wasn't in the mood for the slow negatives and the technique and all that, so I just did some what I like to call huff and puff sets, just lightweight, pumping it out for bro reps. And then I noticed that I was getting a good pump, so I just decided to pump up for the entire session, just warming up my chest, and then did some lat pull downs to pump up the back, and then I did some posing. Normally on my shorts and my TikToks, I don't showcase the legs because I don't wear shorts a lot. Mostly have joggers. But today we're gonna see how the leg development is coming along. I have to say they've gotten thicker. They've gotten bigger. Some of my pants don't fit as comfy as I remember. That's a good thing, and not just because I'm competing in physique doesn't mean I don't train legs. Training your legs is so important. Like after a heavy leg workout, after an intense workout, the very next day I lose a lot of water weight, a lot of weight. It just takes so many calories, so much energy, so much resources to recover from that. That's why I love leg day. Is the after effects, just the afterburn. It's real. It's real, man.
I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up, climbing and climbing. I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost.
So last meal of the day is broccoli, 2 eggs, and a can of tuna. Yeah. It might be my last meal. I don't know if I still have to eat more for protein. I still have to put it in. That's what she's... Right, so I just got back from the supermarket. And my job for Sunday, which is today, is a rest day. Just recuperate, collect my thoughts, and plan the next week. I'm trying really hard not to go to the gym. I really want to go to the gym. But some important lessons for this week is... given that my Monday and Tuesday workout and even my Thursday back session was Thursday chest and back session was really bad. I'm not feeling the muscle at all. I'm not getting pumped. I'm not getting pumped as I used to. So my guess is I got so fatigued from last week's workout. I just wasn't used to the time under tension, and it shocked my central nervous system. I guess I'm not recovering as well. Except for my leg days. My leg days were always awesome. Yeah, maybe genetically, I can recover better with the legs. My legs always grew faster anyway than the rest of my body. Like from our early lifting careers, my legs grew faster than my upper body. So I don't know, I looked like Mewtwo back then, like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So there was a period in my training journey that I had to stop doing legs. I had to like trim it down to just once a week training, just so my body could catch up. But my upper body I'm just a weakling, skinny kid at heart, so I have to recover more. So that will affect my schedule for next week. Just let me show you my grocery haul. I'm still gonna eat the same calories on rest day. I mean, if you're curious what you should do on rest day, I eat the same calories, I eat the same macros, same carbs and everything. So I still have my ice cream. And then I have some broccoli here, cans of tuna, half a kilo of ground beef, which we're gonna make into, instead of the chow fan thing that I usually do, I want to make it a burger patty. And we have eggs, and we have low-calorie drinks. Actually, zero-calorie drinks. I like to chug these down like after a really salty meal. It's a great alternative to sugary drinks. So let's get started with the beef. On rest days, your main focus is just eat, maybe even take a nap. It would be really good if you could take a nap. Minimize stress as much as possible. You know, watch your favorite show, play your favorite video games, and eat frequently. Eat every 2 hours, because your body is hungry. We cannot skip on any meals right now. It cannot. It has to be consistent, 3,000 calories every day. Alright, so the rice is cooking. And now we prepare the ground beef. So how I like to do this is, well, you get your ground beef. This is half a kilo, so I'm just gonna input 500 grams on MyFitnessPal, but we're not gonna eat the entire thing now. I just know I'm gonna eat it within the day on my next meals. Never mind, I shouldn't break it. Okay, so I put half. Then if we have onion, do we have onion? Oh my gosh, yes we do. Is this onion still good? Oh my, I don't know, man. This onion was here last year, I think. It started growing roots, bro. But, let's see. Ah, it's still a nice onion, yeah. So, that'll make the flavor so much better. Alright, so we mince this. Then we put that in. Throw that in here. We don't need any breading or flour or anything like that. The egg is what's gonna keep the patty together. There you go, and it's extra protein too, and healthy fats. Mix it in. Yeah. Some salt. I don't know, thyme. I don't know. Anything to taste. Anything to your taste. Garlic powder. Okay. And then you mix that up. Yeah. There you go. You don't want it too runny. You want it just a firm paste so you can shape it into a patty, right? Alright, I'm gonna put them right here. I think this is enough for like 3 or 2 patties. Just take them out, and then you squish it. Like this. There you go. Not too thick that it doesn't cook all the way through, just enough for the pan. And we're not going to deep fry it or anything. Just drizzle the pan in olive oil like so. Probably like a tablespoon. Good. Trying to buy the spray, but I can't find one in our local infrastructure, so I have to go with the regular olive oil. Now, to tell you the truth, I don't really know how calorie deficit works. I'm not an expert in thermodynamics, but the body seems to conform to it. I guess I'm blindly following that. Principle or that law of nature. But it works, man. It works. I don't have to understand it. It works every time. And physique competitors, bodybuilders, just athletes all over the world, they do this. You know, once I started counting, managing my calories, that's when the results came. It wasn't the fad diets. It wasn't keto. It wasn't intermittent fasting. It wasn't paleo or Atkins or any of, 1 meal a day. None of that stuff. Because all those fad diets, they're just strategies to get to the same thing, which is calorie deficit. So if those strategies work for you, then great. I was on intermittent fasting for the first 3 years of my journey, so it was really good for a busy schedule. So I guess they're not all bad. But once I got to the root of the real point of fat loss and dieting in general, I just counted calories. It was the main thing. It was the only thing that worked. I guess you could call me a flexible dieter. As long as it fits my macros, IFYM. As long as it fits my macros, it's good. You're good to go. You can have ice cream, you can have pizza, you can have potato chips even. But majority, bulk of your diet is gonna come from whole foods because they have better protein and fat ratios. Like this, for example, potato chips. There's carbs in there, right? But It also comes with a lot of fat. There's so much fat, and it's not even the healthy kind of fat, it's the bad fats. So if I were to choose between carbs from actual potatoes and carbs from the potato chips, I would choose the potatoes because the potatoes they're a purer form of carbs. There's no fats that come with them. So it'll be healthier to get the potatoes, and it'll be more filling for me. Pan fry for a few minutes, maybe even go lower a little bit. Let that side toast so that you can flip it later. Yeah, super simple. Rice is cooking, really good. We're gonna have broccoli with that, so that's also nice. And now we're flipping. Let's see how it's looking. Oh. Scoot it all over to one side. I'm gonna put the broccoli right here. Let it cook with the juices, you know. And I tell you what, this non-stick pan is the one that lasted longest for me. I'm impressed by how long it lasted. That's what she said. Yep. And there we have it, folks. It's just a crap ton of broccoli and 250 grams of rice, 250 grams of ground beef. It's the second meal I'm having. My first meal was actually cereal. Yeah, not a good example, but at least it gets me a head start on my carbs. I have to go shopping. I'm getting a break, and then I'm gonna chug this down. I'm gonna eat this with some low-calorie, zero-calorie drinks. They say the aspartame gets you. I don't know if this one has aspartame or not. Regardless, the same people who say that are they're zealots, and I asked them, you know, okay, do you go to the gym? What about your diet? What are your macros? Or what are your carbs? What are your proteins? What are your fats? I don't know. I just had beer in the weekend, and then who's healthier than both of us, right? Me drinking this just twice a day, or you drinking freaking beer every night, maybe smoking even. So screw those guys. Just drink all the 0-calorie drinks you want, man. It's not gonna hurt you. And maybe even after this, I'm gonna eat one of those ice cream tubs I got on there as dessert, and then take a nap, and then just work on some content. I'm gonna be editing, of course. I'll see you then, you know? Again, thanks for stopping by. If you've been watching for this long, if you've been here, that you're true OG, man. You're true OG.